Okay, well, as you can see, this master cylinder is quite cruddy, really rusty. Like I said, .3 fluid is hygroscopic. It attracts water, moisture. And I don't think that this master cylinder was ever painted. That's why it looks as yucky as it does. So anyway, first thing we're going to do is break the lines loose in the front and the back, respectively. Back them out quite a ways, and then take the two nuts off the booster. So like that. Now, got a new master cylinder. It's just like the original equipment one. It has the bleeders, and it also has these little plastic plugs to keep dirt and debris out. We're going to remove those. I'm going to put these plastic cap plugs in and tighten them up so we can bench bleed this before we put it on the car. Those in, snug them up. I put this in the vise. Doesn't have to be super tight, just enough to hold it. Remove the cap. We'll add our .3 fluid. You don't have to fill it all the way up. I fill it about halfway, just so you can see the bubbles as they come from below. And I always bench bleed master cylinder before I put it on, whether I'm doing it with a brake bleeder, pressurized, because there still can be air trapped in the piston down below. So carefully, short strokes. I don't know if you can see that. The air bubbles are coming up. There. Ta-da. Refit the cap. And we'll remove it from the vise and install it on the vehicle. All right. We'll just put the new master cylinder on. Snug up the mounting nuts. I don't tighten them down. I always make sure that there's some rags down below, because once you take those plugs out that we put in to bench bleed it, it will drip. So one at a time, I will reattach the rigid line to the master cylinder. Get this front line on. I'll snug that up as well. Tighten once more. There. If you did happen to drip any fluid, just wipe it off. There. Master's on. Now we have to bleed the rest of the system. Top off the fluid and then let it gravity bleed, meaning that with this lid off, both of these cavities full, I will go to the furthest point in the rear, start with that, and let the fluid make its way to the back if you don't have a bleeder. I mean, most people don't have a $600 brake bleeder at home, so we're going to do it the manual way. I just always make sure that that stays full. So after it starts gravity bleeding, I come around and check. Fluid will start to go down, and I just keep adding to it. You don't want it to go dry where you get air in there again.